I was just like I don't love you.
He said, I kind of love you.
But then it was just like you always give me energy when you see me in person. But then it's like we never talk again. I don't know, these people are crazy. So now I'm standing myself for real, but people just keep popping up.
Do you
Like-
have a steady?
No, it just be like they just keep popping up. Like somebody want to hang with me. I went to your movie yesterday, but you was literally asking me to hang out. Oh, I want to spend time with you. I'm not even sweating you because I already like I don't know. I just you could tell through texting how you gonna vibe with somebody, the way they word certain things, how they talk. Like so, I already knew that we weren't gonna be a vibe.
But you were just having fun.
Yeah, boom. So then someone hit me up last week asking me to hang out.
I freaking hate people. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, so he want to go to the, I don't know if you heard of it, Only You Lounge.
No.
Yeah, we're supposed to be going there tomorrow.
That's
And then Saturday, someone wants to hang out again, but we go to Tiki's
Cheekies.
in Virginia Beach, Oceanfront.
Oh, okay. Hey.
So I'm just like, Sure.
I know. I couldn't just do, straight up cornrows because I was like, that's gonna be boring. Here.
Oh, why do I do this? I do this every single.
You don't wear contacts?
No, I'm scared of them.
Oh man, it's the best thing if you get them.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's just overlapped.
Oh, I like that. My hair, I got a funny shaped head.
But this high is that
Yeah.
because it's like a mirage.
This remind me of that one that one video I showed you with the bracelets connecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh right. Oh right. I thought women had it bad. Like, but one thing I noticed is like, it don't matter in a dating game altogether. There's no loyalty. Like not saying that, not you per se, but just like period. Because people don't want to be exclusive to one person. They'll have you and have like two other people and then bouncing back and forth. They're not like, okay, let me just spend my time with this one guy, see how it goes. They want to have the everything.
Yeah. But you wanna know what's crazy though? I always attract. But you could ask what you attract. But I always attracted the ones that was actually real, and I feel like they would have showed genuine love and loyalty.
But what happened?
But it was certain scenarios that happened that just threw me off.
Threw you off from them?
Yeah. So okay, one dude I was messing up with. I never knew his age. He never really told me his age, but I know him since I want to say a little bit before COVID or a little bit like during that time of COVID or after. Like it was around that time, so it was either 2019, 2020, or 2021. But he was just moving really fast. And mind you, that's when I first was getting into, talking to guys. I was like 22.
And
23.
he was moving real fast, like wanting everything.
Like, yeah, like.
That's scary.
So I'm just like, yo, like, chill, like, I don't want to rush into anything, especially, I'm new to this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like just chill with me, but he just kept wanting to rush. I didn't find out his age until August on his birthday last year. And he turned 42.
42?
Yeah, so that means you was like 39, 38.
Yo.
So I'm just like, wow, like, chill with me.
That's intense, yo.
Yeah, but he recently blocked me like 2 weekends ago because I didn't save his number in my phone.
He blocked you.
Yeah, but we always been on and off anyway because he was. I feel like controlling, manipulative. Like it was whatever.
Like daddying you.
Yeah, like that's one. So that's what threw me off with him. Then another one was we was vibing really good. One day I decided to. He came to. This was when I was playing basketball, but like the men's adult league. And he had came to the game, but I didn't drive that day. I had rode with my friend. So he was just like, "You want to just leave with me?" I was like, "All right, cool." He was like, "You trying to do something afterwards?" So I was like, "All right, yeah." He was like, "Well, we can just go to a bar, get food and drinks." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I ended up going back to my house to shower and change my clothes. And then we ended up going out. So we was in downtown Norfolk. He was just like, "Look, it's late. You want to just come to my house?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." So when we got there, cut on a movie. I fell asleep in like 2 minutes. Why I hear banging at the window? Like banging. I remember him telling me that he got into a car accident and the man was harassing him. I'm like, all right, cool. So that's who it is. Like he's just being harassed. So now I'm up though. And mind you, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like I ain't really sweating it. Like he went out there to go handle the situation. The person came back to the window saying, "I know you in there, bitch. Come outside." I said, "Oh wow, what did I just get myself into?" So as this was all happening, I'm putting on my clothes. I had my best friend had my location, so I asked him to come get me. I'm on the phone with my cousin. So my cousin was like making jokes about it. He said, "Man, you about to get your ass beat." And I'm just like, bro, I'm not. I don't want to. I hate seeming like I'm fighting over somebody.
Right.
Cause I'm not. Like we're not together, so I'm not gonna be fighting over him. But if you really step in my face and hit me, now we gonna be outside fighting.
Exactly.
So, boom, the dude brother ends up coming in, and he was just like, "Hey, he has like his brother said it's so rude." He was like, "My brother said you gotta go." So I was like, "Damn!" Like I was like, "You don't gotta worry about it." Like my best friend coming to get me right now. Like he was like, "How far is it?" I was just like, "He like 10 minutes." So he was like, "All right, cool." So I'm putting on my clothes. I'm done getting dressed. he finally told me what he did. He ended up driving the boy away from his house, and he got out the car, and he guess he was trying to make him walk all the way back to his house, so he wouldn't see me. So he came out. So he's like, "Yeah, I can take you home." She's like, "Nah, cause I don't got time for that person to be following me to my house, and then get my family involved." Mind you, my family didn't really know. I'm not gonna say no, you know. So it's like, "Nah, like I'm good." My best friend coming to get me. He was like, "Well, we can meet him halfway." So I was just like, "All right." We ended up going to downtown Norfolk at 7-Eleven on Monticello. So that's where my best friend picked me up at. But beforehand, I was always telling him, I was like, "Hey, look, like I don't do drama. I'm not a drama filled person. I just be chilling. Like the vibe. Cause I know the person that I turn into once I'm pulled into something."
Mm-hmm.
We always got that one person like within ourselves that we don't like or want to see come out.
Yeah.
Because that's not genuinely who we are.
Right.
So I was just like, yeah, like I told you this beforehand. So that whole day he was blowing on my phone. Like I'm talking about not letting up neither. So I finally answered. He was just like, "Yo, like I'm sorry for that, da da." That situation threw me off. So it was just like that's what happens. Like we be good, we be vibing, we be chilling, and then something just happens. It just throws it off. Like you should have told me that you was chopping. You had like somebody that you used to deal with and crazy. Not saying they weren't still dealing with each other, but you always know people have that crazy ass just feel like, all right, like you still mine. I don't care what you say. Like,
Right. You gotta move away from it, get a restraining order crazy.
Mm-hmm. He said he still be hitting him up to this day.
See, that would have threw me off.
Because right now we still like we just good friends. So, yeah.
That would have threw me off. we could be good friends, but like I'll never forget
Yeah, that's just
that you
where
put
I'm
me
at
through
right
that,
now.
because that person could have been like completely crazy and
Try to kill me.
yes, like for real. Like I watch, what's
Fatal
that?
Attraction.
Yeah, okay. I watched that. I watched Snapped. I know about all of that, and even cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not about to just have me out here because you ain't tell me about this person. That's why I like to do. I like to take my time, sweet time, and that's why he was rushing. He was rushing, but he probably rushed with that guy too, and he didn't give himself a break in between to just like, okay, let me give it a little bit, you know, before I start dating someone else. He just went right into trying to be with you, and then Mick Crazy came over.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't see the crazy guy anymore after that, did you?
I never even seen what he looked like.
I know you've been there. Woo.
Mm-hmm. But I asked him that. I was just like, how did he know I was in there? He was like, because I won't let him in the house. So he was basically doing it off assumptions. But that's a lot of situations that I've been in.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it so crazy like that? Is that like the way of the world? Is that like black men? Because I'm starting to think black men is super toxic.
Yeah.
And just like.
But what I can say about them, they was genuine. You know, it was just that communication part. Like I don't feel like they was cheaters. I don't feel like they would do me dirty. You know, I don't feel like it was abusive. None of that. It was just like not communicating. I mean, even though that situation, like you don't gotta tell. Like we cooling right now. We getting to know each other. We vibing. So you don't really gotta tell me about who you're dealing with.
Right.
But at least like the heads up on like, okay, yeah, I used to talk to somebody crazy. You know, then I would have understood that situation.
I would want to tell. I would want to tell because I might need you to be on the lookout for me. Like,
absolutely.
have my back. Like,
so like if you would have just pointed that out.
Yeah.
Beforehand, like,
That's
hey, I used to deal with somebody that's crazy. You know, they be popping up time to time. Just don't want any surprises.
Right. Now that I know that you have my best interest at heart. Mm-hmm. But you not saying nothing, and then this person banging on your window. Like, no, that's not cool. You knew they knew where you lived at.
Mm-hmm. But I told you at first, I thought it was the man that was harassing him because he got into a car accident. So I didn't really sweat nothing of it. I was just like, oh, dang, that man's really crazy. Like, why he doing all this, like, and just not leaving it with the courts, you know?
Right.
But then when that person came back the second time, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, business, relationship stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then I hate when people meet my mom.
Why?
I was talking to this one dude. Mind you, I just knew I was so in love.
Yeah, be like that.
It felt good. It felt real.
It felt like it.
But then he started showing his true colors. But he wasn't from here. That's why I would never talk to nobody else from New Jersey. I hate them.
Oh, I could have told you that.
I hate them. But yeah, so he was here. It was January last year. He was here. And he was here through the weekend. And I think he was leaving like Tuesday. So it was a Monday because every Monday my mom was going to like karaoke at this certain restaurant. So we just look at it, and when it's late already at that. So I'm just like, there ain't nothing gonna really be open right now. Like, what can we eat? So we just on the internet surfing, and we found the corner. I didn't think none of it being Monday. We ended up going there. I ended up seeing my freaking mom. And I ain't gonna not introduce you to my mom. Like, I feel like that's just rude. So I'm just like, yeah, it's my mom. Blah, blah, blah. My mom always, you know, she always peep game. So she was just like, oh, okay. And mind you, I already haven't been home in a few days. So, and then one of the dudes, that knew my mom, was just like, "Oh, just know he ain't coming home tonight, sweetie." And I'm just like,
Mm.
ugh. But he ended up meeting my mom, and I hated that.
Cause it was you wasn't ready for that part.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you never been that cool no more. And then okay, so we was on the phone 24/7. The only time we were on the phone was when I was at work because you know I can't be on my phone on the casino floor. But as soon as I got off, he called me. So to the point where like my sister that just went to prom,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always saying Sean, 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 and she was just like, "Huh, nobody want to keep hearing about Sean." It was just crazy.
Is there any relationship you've been in where you felt like? Cause I feel like it's you got to kiss 1,000 frogs. All right,
Right.
literally. But like, how can we speed up the process and get better results?
Mm-hmm.
And like he said, I wrote it on. It's on the second dry erase board under there. But you have to have a method like standards, disqualifiers, preferences, and expectations. So first you got to set your standards,
Mm-hmm.
the basics: car, home, no kids, blah 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 blah. Standards. Disqualifiers are things that are like, okay, this is deal breaker, your deal breakers, and then your preferences. Once you get the guy with the standards, then you get the disqualifiers out the way. So disqualifiers might be, you know, he has children,
Mm-hmm.
or he doesn't have a high school education, something like that. Then your preferences, that's when, once you get the disqualifiers out, your preferences will be like, oh, he got to be this tall, this complexion, you know, drive this kind of car, or.
But you know what's crazy though? It'd be so hard because you really think you know a person and you don't. Because you can think you met the right person and y'all be together for 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then a certain situation happens and it's just like, I never thought this was you.
Yeah.
So it's just like you never know.
I you know what? I've been there, so I totally understand what you're talking about. Hello? Hey. Oh, that's fine. I was calling before my client came. Just, yeah. Alright, bye. I hate when people do that. They're always calling when I'm busy, but when I'm not doing nothing. Crickets. Okay. Yeah, when you meet somebody, it always seems like it's so good. Like, man, this is too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, it may not even be off the bat. It may be 5 years later, but that's just the way of the life. You know, it's not like what our parents grew up, or excuse me, our grandparents. When our for you, grandparents, for me, parents. And that generation, they got married, did it the right way, they stayed together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
relationships, period, lasted longer.
Mm-hmm.
People were getting married, 10 years they in, 20 years, 15, still married to today. But nowadays, people don't have the time, they don't have the patience, they give up too quick. So, even 5 years later, if you could be with someone for 5 years, you did good. It's what you take from it, whether it works or not. Did you grow from it? Did it make you a better person? Did you level up in life from it? Don't get in it and you waste, even if it's 5 months, it doesn't matter. Whatever time you invest in somebody, make sure first that they're worthy of your time. Then once you invest in them, make sure you get something out the deal. Either that person teaches you something, teaches you how to love more, teaches you how to be more protective for yourself. You know, just something that adds to you that you can put another notch on your belt and feel proud of. Don't just be out there just like going from person to person, being with this person, and then all them demons, and not just demons, but
soul
like
ties.
soul ties, just, and then in your body you all confused. Cause you got all this negative energy just pent up. It's time to release that negative energy, clean the slate, and then start over again. This time be choosy. You gotta be choosy, cause yeah, you know, you're Tarek. You're not just any old random person. You got flavor. You're smart. You're talented. You're cool as a fan. So you deserve, and you like an eligible bachelor. You don't have like a bunch of baggage. So you need someone that's going to treat you as such. Period. But it doesn't make sense for, you know, you have to believe it too.
Yeah.
You know, it can't just be.
Because it's that you go into something expecting something. So it's like, alright, it's not gonna last long, but you know, I'm just joy for me out. And then you forget all about it. And it's like, boom, it happens. And then it goes back to, it's like, alright, see, look, that's why I'm not talking to nobody, that's why I'm not entertaining people. It's the same scenario happens.
See, but you can't go off that. And you know what?
I think
Here's why.
That's where my fault's be.
That's why the same scenario happens, because you just let anyone. I mean, you probably go off look. Oh, he gotta look decent, but where's your standards? Like, we need to ask the important questions off the gate. Let's not. First date, we asking questions over the phone. Every time I have a conversation with you within the first 3 months or 3 weeks or 3 days, I'm asking you all the questions. Matter of fact, don't waste 3 months. Find out within the first 3 days if he's even qualified enough to even have more of your time. Ask him, hey, how do you feel about world peace? You know, whatever.
That's a good one. How do you feel
Interview
about
him.
world peace?
Yeah, interview him. How do you feel about world peace? What do you think is important? What are your what do you feel about relationships that's most important? How do you feel about communication? What do you feel about kids? Or do you want kids? Like, that's important too, because what if you want kids later on and you don't? And you might just want to not have no little ones running around, and you might want to. What do you feel about, like, what if something happens to me, I'm not able to perform this kind of way? What do you feel about that? Like, I need to know who I'm dealing with. Do you have any crazy exes? Is there anything in your past that I should know? How's your credit score? What's your FICO score looking like? Like, I need to know all of this. And these are things I tell my daughters. Yeah, and it works. Now, not all the time, but it works to a point where, like, I don't really have to worry about them because they still don't have their fun. But, like, they know, like, okay, this guy I can't take home alone because he's not worthy. Scared, like, oh, if I have standards and I put my foot down and you know, put my standards up front, that no one's gonna want to date me. No, there's actually people out there that's waiting for somebody that does have standards. They are, because those are the people that are just like you, that want somebody that's serious. So obviously, if you're wanting something, you know, if you meet a guy who respects your standards, he's a winner, because that's what you want. You want respect. and you don't want anyone to waste your time. And if that means that you have to be serious about your standards, even if you have to be celibate for a while, because sometimes that is a distraction. You be like, oh, I'm feeling this kind of way. I know it's hard. My daughter did it. I've done it, and it's not easy being celibate. But you get used to it, just like when you quit smoking. Same thing. But it is a little harder, especially for our past or whatever. It's harder because you start feeling some type of way. But it can be done. When you travel, do you meet people? Like, you talk to people in other states?
Yeah. I used to talk to somebody in Florida, Jersey, North Carolina.
What's your favorite state of people so far? Like, personality wise?
So, I feel like it's gonna be Houston. I wanna go to Houston so bad. I just feel like Houston is where it's at. But I just need to go visit first.
Houston, Texas, yes.
What's one of your favorite places that you've been?
I've been to Dallas, but my favorite place though, Dallas was a great experience. But my favorite place, Brooklyn. That was the best. The food, but obviously as you get older, you want something a little more laid back. I need to go get my passport so I can leave the country. Because we ain't seen nothing yet.
Right. I really want to go to Greece for my birthday.
Greece, yes.
I always thought people. You know how I get people number? So I get someone number, and I'll put their number in Cash App, and then they'll show me their name, most likely, and I'll go put it in Facebook.
You put the number? Oh, okay. If they cash app you, you can find out.
No. Once if they give you their number, so I'll put the number in Cash App and it'll pop up who it is, and then I just went to his Facebook.
So if he has the cash app, whether he cash apps you something or not, you can find him.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
So I always gotta know who a person is.
That's a very smart idea. Instead of trying to reverse search the number, maybe trying to charge you $1 million. You just taught me something new.
This him, right here. See, I don't know. People are crazy.
You ain't even bad. No. Okay, we can watch a movie tonight.
What is he, retarded or something?
Cause I think it's that feeling of, you try to do stuff with your kids, but they so older now they don't want to do nothing with you.
Oh, that was a kid. That wasn't his girlfriend.
No, that's his daughter.
Oh,
That's
okay.